making a Christmas cake. First, sift flour. That's 8 ounces of flour. Next, it's half a teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of nutmeg slice, and half a teaspoon of mixed spice. In a separate bowl, you need 8 ounces of soft, unsalted butter. That is pretty much. There we go. And that needs to be nice and soft, room temperature, lovely and squidgy. Into that you need to put 8 ounces of soft brown sugar. In fact, I'm going to do it 6 ounces, less fattening. You need to cream these two together. You may do this by hand or use a whisk. Next, you need 4 good-sized eggs. Incorporate them one at a time and blend them in. Don't get scared if it looks like it's curdling. It will sort itself out. Some people do like to use a whisk for that. I'm quite happy to mix away. Now, as you can see, this does look like it's kind of curdled, but as I said, don't worry about that. That sorts itself out. Now, gradually add in, bit at a time, your flour and your spices. Try not to beat it, fold it in, or otherwise you'll take all the air out of the nice sieved flour that you've done. Folding it in. Now, I've moved some of it into another bowl because I know from years of experience, by the time we put all the fruit in, there is just no room in this bowl. I must invest in some bigger bowls. Now here we have the fruit that has been resting and soaking up all that brandy. It's been in there for just over 24 hours. If you could smell that, oh, that's Christmas in a bowl. So we're gradually going to incorporate the fruit into the mixture in 2 bowls. Again, folding it in. Oh, this is heaven. This brings me joy. You know what, I'm going to risk it. We're going in, all going in one bowl. We can fold this, we can do it. Oh my word, just look at this. It smells divine. All the spices and the brandy. Oh yes, indeed. Again, don't overwork it. Now we have some cherry halves here, just so as they don't all stick. Just dust them over with a bit of plain flour. You can either keep these as halves or put them as quarters into your cake, whatever you like. Again, pop those in there. These are an addition. It's not vital you have them, but Christmas isn't Christmas without a bit of red glacier cherries, really, as you cut through your cake. Alright, so at this point that I used to call the boys, and they would come and have their Christmas stir and a wish whilst they were stirring of the Christmas cake. A wish, whatever they wanted, kept to themselves. Everybody in the house makes a wish when they stir. So I'm going to do mine. I do wish everyone was here to do that, but there we go. Lastly, adding in some flaked almonds. Beautiful. Little crunch nut in your fruit cake. Go. Now to make your Christmas cake a dark, rich fruit cake, it's a tablespoon of scrumptious looking black treacle. Ready? In she goes. This again, the smell is all about Christmas. Get it in there. Fold that in again. This will make it a gorgeous colour and give it that extra spiciness. If you wanted a light brown fruit cake, then you wouldn't put the treacle in. This is to make it a dark cake. Now you have your prepared cake tin, lined bottom and around the sides. Some people like to do the sides twice, just in case of burning, but it's on a nice steady low heat, so there didn't ought to be any burn on the sides. Just with a lot of love and care, all that deliciousness in there. Oh yeah, I'm going to scrape this bowl, so I don't want to leave anything behind, because every ingredient is wanted. Right, just push that to the edges. What you want to do is just leave just a little indentation in the centre. Push it more towards the sides, because then centre rises anyway. You don't want it so it's got a funny middle piece. And there you have your Christmas cake ready to go in the oven. Now that we've checked and just to check, knife is clean, cake is cooked. Now we just leave it to cool, and that has been in the oven at 140 for 1.5 hours. Okay. So there you have it, your lovely Christmas cake, no soggy bottom, beautiful. And what you need to do then is to put it on some foil and then wrap it like that, and then that way seal it tight and put it in an airtight container. But before you do any of that, you want to give it a little drink. So with a knife, pierce it, add a little brandy, wrap it up, put it away. The next week, a little bit more brandy, wrap it up, put it away. Maybe do that 3 times. Give it a good feed before you then go on to your next stage of, once it's smelling beautiful and soaked up all that brandy, is you'll need your marzipan and then your icing. So the marzipan would take, and with a light dusting of icing sugar on the table, nice clean surface obviously, nice dusting all over there, just knead it a bit to help it be more pliable. A little bit of icing on the rolling pin, and then you just want to roll it out. Now, I'm not a lover of marzipan, so I make mine quite thin to go over the top and then draping down the sides of the cake. You can just put it on the top, but if you're putting the white icing on afterwards, then the white icing will show through the fruit underneath. So it's always best to cover the whole lot. So nice and thin. Out it goes. So once the marzipan is rolled out, place it over the top of your cake, shape it down with a nice sharp knife, just go around the edges. Just say, because I'm not a lover, it's nice and thin. There we go. That's that layer done. Then do the same again with your icing. Nice soft fondant icing. Roll it out and place over the top. Here we go. Ready to place the icing over the top. Mould it down with your warm hands. Trying to rid of any little creases. You can always decorate around the edge with a nice Christmas ribbon. It's always festive. Take away the excess again, and there we have it. The beautifully iced cake ready to decorate however you like, as for children, for adults, whatever. Have fun with that, everyone. Thank you.